Forest Park Fire Department's latest analysis reveals a demanding operational year, with firefighters responding to nearly 4,000 incidents and dispatching apparatus over 6,500 times. What's even more striking is how they manage this immense workload, especially with a staggering 58 working structure fires, while navigating a dominant medical emergency landscape. The department's 2025-2026 annual response analysis, led by Lieutenant Nate Flannery, provides critical insights into their operations and proposes significant recommendations. James, what stands out most about this period for the Forest Park Fire Department?
William, the report from Lieutenant Flannery highlights a fundamental truth about modern fire departments. They are primarily EMS providers. While 3,979 total incidents is substantial, the 6,550 apparatus dispatches truly tell the story of their operational tempo. This means multiple units are often responding to a single event, inflating the workload beyond just incident count. The sheer number of working structure fires, 58 of them, underscores the need to maintain a high level of fire suppression readiness despite the overwhelming EMS demand.
That's a significant point about the difference between incidents and dispatches. It sounds like a much busier year than the incident count alone suggests. Where did this demand concentrate? Were there specific times or days that were particularly challenging for the department?
Absolutely. The analysis shows peak demand occurring consistently during daytime and early afternoon hours. The busiest single hour was between 2 p.m. and 2:59 p.m., accounting for 234 calls. The period from noon to 3:59 p.m. saw 921 calls, demonstrating a high concentration of activity. Looking at days of the week, Wednesday stood out as the busiest, with 640 calls reported. This indicates a clear pattern where the department faces its highest operational pressure.
So, a midweek, mid-afternoon peak. Does the report break down which specific units or apparatus bore the brunt of this workload? I imagine not all units are equally utilized across these different types of incidents.
It does, and it's quite telling. Medic 42 recorded the highest dispatch volume by far, with 2,438 dispatches. Engine 42 followed with 1,582 dispatches. This clearly illustrates the dominance of medical calls in their daily operations. Even with such heavy EMS demand, Engine 42 and Ladder 42 still carried substantial workload across fire, EMS, alarm, rescue, and support assignments, highlighting their versatility.
It seems that medical emergencies are driving much of this activity. Can you elaborate on the most frequent types of incidents beyond just the raw numbers? What were the main categories keeping the Forest Park Fire Department busy?
The report provides a detailed breakdown. The most frequent categories include sick person with 518 calls, trouble breathing at 284, and fire alarm at 226. Other significant types were cardiac event with 219 calls, injury at 127, head injury at 113, and seizure at 104. These numbers point to sustained, advanced, and basic life support demands, but also a persistent need for property protection and hazard response, even when no fire is present.
That's a comprehensive picture of their daily challenges. It also touches on the reasons for service demand, ranging from medical needs to behavioral health issues and even the basic time-of-day effects. The report then moves into 8 operational recommendations. Which of these recommendations do you find most critical for the Forest Park Fire Department, given everything we've discussed?
Many of them are critical, but I'd highlight a few. First, establishing a monthly response dashboard is fundamental. Tracking metrics like unique incidents, simultaneous calls, and hospital turnaround times will provide an ongoing, granular understanding of their operations. Second, evaluating peak period coverage is essential. Given the 2 p.m. peak and the high noon to 8 p.m. workload, planning training, inspections, and leave around these periods is vital for maintaining availability. Third, protecting fire suppression readiness is paramount. The 58 working fires demonstrate that even with high EMS volume, the core fire suppression mission cannot be weakened in terms of staffing, training, or command capabilities.
Those certainly seem like direct responses to the data presented. What about more proactive measures, such as community engagement or prevention, and how the department works with other agencies?
The report addresses those as well. Expanding community risk reduction is a key recommendation. This involves prioritizing initiatives like fall prevention, smoke and CO alarm education, CPR AED training, and targeted outreach based on incident data. The department already engages in extensive intergovernmental and interagency cooperation. This includes partners like the Hamilton County Communications Center for Dispatch and Data, neighboring fire departments for mutual aid, and the Forest Park Police Department for scene safety and behavioral health incidents. It's a highly collaborative environment, and the report recommends maintaining this regional operational alignment, especially for common practices like incident command and communications.
So the report isn't just about reacting to incidents, but also proactively preventing them and ensuring efficient coordination. The final recommendation, standardizing data quality, seems like a technical but crucial point for future analysis.
Precisely, the report acknowledges that different source reports used slightly different filters. Standardizing date ranges, filters, incident definitions, and category coding will ensure that future annual comparisons are reliable and truly reflective of trends. This makes all other data-driven recommendations more effective over time.
It's clear the Forest Park Fire Department faces a complex and demanding operational environment, balancing pervasive medical emergencies with the persistent threat of serious fires. The 2025-2026 Annual Response Analysis provides a thoughtful blueprint for managing this complexity through data-driven decisions and strategic recommendations. If you found this discussion insightful, consider sharing this episode with someone interested in public safety or community service.